I think it's a big mistake to side with, to decide that Hamas is, let's say, Jack the Ripper and the PA is the Boston Strangler. And we think that strangulation is less problematic. There's less blood, etc. So, look, Hamas, the people in Gaza and in Judea and Samaria, which some people call the West Bank, but I don't, they are raised from in their mother's milk on textbooks and in the mosques, etc., about killing Jews, about martyrdom, all of this stuff. It's the same education that Hamas in Gaza receives that the kids in the PA receive. The PA has not condemned October 7th.
They have.
The PA has, no. And in their newspapers and in their mosques, etc., they are still, also they do not abide by the Taylor Force Act. They're still funding terrorism and terrorist families. And it's interesting because though Fatah, the PLO, and Hamas are deadly rivals, they, on this issue, they're in lockstep about rewarding terrorism. They honor martyrs all over Judea and Samaria. In the PA, sports arenas are named after terrorists. They are, until they change their whole way of looking at the education, there is no chance, certainly not for a two-state solution. And they don't want a state. They just want to destroy the state of Israel.
May I? This isn't strangulation versus knifing. This is pancreatic cancer versus a broken leg. Okay? The PA is extremely imperfect. There are basically two things. One is they provide funds to the families of people arrested by Israel, some of whom are big-time terrorists. This is a political need that they feel, I don't like it. It can be seen as rewarding terrorism, but it's not exactly funding terrorism, as you regrettably said. Second, indeed, the textbooks that the PA prints do not encourage peace. That's clear, and that needs to change. And I agree with everyone who says that at a minimum, if you're going to recognize Palestine, make demands such as a change in these two things, particularly the textbooks. But to compare the PA, that every Israeli general will tell you does all they can to collaborate on security and prevent terrorism in the West Bank, and has recognized the principle of a two-state solution. And you can say all you will about Abbas, but he said things that make it clear that he is a partner. And to compare them to Hamas, whose charter calls for the destruction of Israel and whose entire ethos is jihadistic and who just launched a global historic massacre against Jews on October 7th, honestly, forgive me, is folly.